Hello viewers, you are once again welcome back to my new series official. Today we are here to look at another episode on Jodha Akbar. So Sunday's episode has already been uploaded on this same channel, so you can check the comment section for this particular update, and then if you have not watched Sunday's episode yet, you can click on the link and then watch it. So today we are here to look at Monday's episode, what will happen on Monday on Jodha Akbar. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, you can do so by clicking on the subscription button and then subscribing to the channel, so that our next videos you'll be the one or the first person to watch them. So like we always do, before we start, let's remind ourselves on what will happen coming Sunday on Jodha Akbar. So on Sunday we are going to see how Jalla is going to defend Jodha, and then Jodha will start her duties as the new leader of the harem, and then how she's going to take record of everything which is going to happen. We're also going to see Jodha trying to release the people who has been taken by their war, and then they have been asked to work at the palace, and then she tried to free them, where Maham went to report her to Jalla, and then Jalla came, but the reports given to him by Jodha and the evidence, he decided to what? Go with Jodha's decision and then free the people, so that they can go and be free and be with their parents, because he has been there before. And then we also saw how Sharif was contemplating or remembering Jodha's painting, and how Bakshi came and then told him to go and support the festival which has been organized for Jodha by Jalla, and then how he went away to do that. We also saw how Maham went and then teased Rukaya about everything going on and how Jalla is supporting Jodha and everything. And then we also saw how Sharif met with Abdul Mali, or we are going to see how Sharif met with Abdul Mali, and then they brought to kill Jalla during the festival, and how Sujamal, who is Jodha's brother, saw Abdul Mali but couldn't see the face of Sharif, and how he decided to tell Jodha about the whole thing. So that is what is going to happen coming Sunday on Jodha Akbar. So today we are looking at Monday's episode on Jodha Akbar, what will happen coming Monday on the Jodha Akbar. So the episode starts with Jalla saying, "I didn't know this was happening in harem." Jodha says, "You win war and doesn't see what happens to the people you won in war. Some are being taken here and others are being sold. I saw bandits in very suffering situation. When I went to Monday, I met Babu there." Jalla says, "You are right, I am with you. I will see who will make people servants from now on. You are free to do anything in harem. I am with you. I will support your decision. You remove slavery from harem and I will deal with politics." He leaves. Jodha is surprised to see his confidence in her. Sujamal is in market. Security is tight. Every suspicious person is being checked. Some soldiers ask him to clear way. He thinks that I have to meet Jodha. I have to tell her that Jalal's life is in danger, and tell her that someone from the palace is involved in this. Jalla and Akbar are dressed like common men and comes to the market. Jalla says, "Why these servants selling buying is being done when I stop it?" He comes where servants is being sold for very low rates. Bandit pleads to her to take his son, but man buys Bandit and takes her away. Jalla says, "This have to change. I will do anything to stop this." In harem, two begums comes to Jodha. They claim same ring to be theirs. Jodha says, "I will check this ring's data where everything is written, whose thing is whose." Hamida comes here and says, "Today is junctioning for you and you are stuck here." Jodha says, "It's my work." Hamida says, Salima told me what step you have taken for bandits. Jalla also supported you, so I bought some gifts for you." She gives her gifts. Jodha says he doesn't give chance for complaints. Salima says, "Here are some dresses, wear it to junctioning." In a different scene, Akbar is supervising junctioning preparations. Sujamal comes there and says, "I can't give message to this minister." He writes, "I can give this message to this minister." He writes on paper and give it to a kid to give to Akbar. He gives it to Akbar. Suja thinks, who is he who wants to kill Jalla and who is involved with him? I can't let this happen. Akbar says, "Who gave you this?" Suja leaves. Akbar asks to make security tight. Sharif comes there and is turned to see strict security. Atga informs him that I got news that Abdul planning to kill Jalla in Janshni. Sharif asks, what else do you know? Atga says nothing. You came here on right time, so I appoint you for Jalla's security. Sharif thinks you appoint wrong person. He thinks, who give this message to Atga? In a different scene, Risham says, what problem do you have with Jodha? Maham says, she is standing against me. She stopped me and also took Jalla from me. I thought Rooks would help me, but she is of no use. Jodha's Janshni is being announced and Rooks is getting ready. Javida comes there and says, I don't know what to wear in Janshni. I want to look beautiful in Janshni. Maham says, I'll give you bandage to get ready. You look good. Javida says, you seem jealous but said a good thing. Maham shouts that I am chief minister and you are talking to me this way. Risham asks her to control herself. Maham says, go and get ready. Javida says, you seem tense today. I'll go and get ready. At Jodha's room, Jodha says, Moti, what color should I wear? Jalla says, green color. It will intensify your beauty. Jodha says, why you came here? You could have called me. Jalla says, it is sin to call a lady who is getting ready. I need permission. Jodha says, you don't need any. Jalla says, I have to ask before because you pushed me once when I didn't took your permission. Jalla says, I want your permission. Will you work with me in Janshni? Jodha says, it's an honor for me. Jalla says, I am confused. Why did you drink poison for me? Jodha says, to save your life. Jalla says, why? Jodha says, I had to do that. Jalla says, this is not the answer. I want answer. Dashi comes and then informs that Bama has come. Jalla says to ask Meza to meet him. I will come. He says, I didn't get my answer today, but I will get it one day. Jodha is shy. Jalla and Jodha comes to meet Bama. Jalla tells about today's Janshni. Bama says, I came to meet Jodha. All were worried about you. He says, you made me proud by drinking poison for Jalla. Jalla says, I am alive because of her. It's her favor. Bama says, so she just proved that she is Ranjvansh's wife. It was her duty. Jalla says, I have to do my duty too. He says, I want to discuss politics with Bama. Jodha leaves from there. Jalla tells Bama about the death of his soldiers by Sujamal. Bama says, we are not related to Sujamal, but we are sad that he was a member of our family. Jalla says, he did wrong by attacking Miwat. He says, I will meet you in Janshni. Mali and Sharif are in heart. Mali says, who can be the one that won Akbar about attack? He asks Sharif to tell him location of Janshni. Sharif tells him that where Jalla will be seated and where shooter can stand. Mali says Janshni will start normally. Soldiers will be active, but with passage of time they will last, then we will attack Jalla. Mali says to shooter that you will get only one chance to kill Jalla. Today will be the last night for Jalla. In palace, Jodha says it's good that Bama. Moti says God also wants you to be happy. In Rook's room, Wizia says I came to make Rooks ready. Rook says I want to look best and want to enter Janshni with Jalla. In a different scene, all bandits are heading towards Janshni. They are happy that they are invited because of Jodha. They praise Jodha. Rooks comes to Jalla's room, but bandit says Jalla went to Janshni with Jodha. Rook says she came between us again. I will not leave her. Jalla is on horse. He comes at venue where nation is chanting for Jalla and Jodha. Jodha's palanquin comes there. Jalla and Jodha goes on stage. Hamida, Bama, Meza, Rooks, Maham, Javida and all Begums comes there. Rooks from seeing Jodha. Javida says to Maham that today I will not get time for you because I will take praise for my lovers. Maham says it's good that you are silent because in future many things are yet to happen which you will have to bear. Rook says I am going out with Jalla to spend time with him. Jalla addresses the nation. He thanks them for coming. He says I promised to do Janshni for Jodha and I fulfill it today. Jalla says human is free to breathe, so I am cancelling the rule of slavery in Maga. Jalla asks Atga to read documents. He reads that from today it will be considered that sin to make people servants, and if anybody uses servants he will be punished severely. Jalla says, I promise that I will do Janshni with you as common man. He takes off his turban and says, now we are all the same. He sits. Jodha says, you didn't tell me that you will announce a new rule. Jalla says, only you can't do good work. You like my gift. Jodha says a lot. They smile. Ataka comes closer to Jodha. He feels tube with which he will attack Jalla. Suja comes and puts a knife on his belly. He tells him to be silent and comes out with him. He takes him out and beats him. He kills the attacker. Sharif and soldiers comes. They grab him. Sharif asks, "Who are you? What were you doing here?" Sharif takes off out his head and says, his beard and says, "Sujamal." Suja runs from the Jalla and attacker comes there. Sharif says he was Sujamal. My soldier recognized him, so he killed him. Jalla asks, "Why did he come here?" Sharif says, "To kill you." Adga asks, "Who was the man?" Sharif says, "He was Sujamal. He came to kill Jalla." Jalla says, "He should not go out of Agra. I want him." Adga says, I knew that Mali will attack you tonight, but I didn't know that Sujamal was with him." In harem, Jodha says, "I can't believe that Suja came to attack." Moti says, "Believe it." Jodha says, "I can't, as he is a Rajvanshi and can't attack from behind. He promised me that he will protect my husband. Then how can he attack Jalla?" Moti says, "But Sharif said that." Jodha says, "I don't understand. He said to me that he is leaving from Agra. Then what was he doing in Janshni?" Moti asks, "When did you meet him?" Jodha tells her about meeting with him in Monday. Jodha says, "Because of some confusion, Suja is being trapped as the killer." She says, "I have to talk to Jalla. I will tell him everything." Moti says, "No, you can't tell him that you met him." She says, "He thinks that he is a mega criminal and you met him. Jalla will not like it. You and Jalla's relation is smoother after many problems. You should not tell him about Suja. He would think that you are taking his side." Jodha looks on. Maham says, "It's weird that whenever Jalla goes out, he gets attacked. I think security is no good." Rook says, "If you are saying that Adga is not competent, then you are wrong. It's because of him that Jalla is safe, even after attack. Attacks do happen on kings, but our soldiers save him in it every time." Maham says, "How attacker reached there?" Rook says, "But he couldn't attack Jalla. The only culprit is Jodha's brother, Sujamal. Even after this, Jalla doesn't find Jodha wrong." She asks Maham to find Suja. She agrees. In morning, some dancers come to meet Jodha. They say, "We are going back to our home, so thought to thank you." Jodha says, "I can't believe that you took such serious notice on my suggestion." Jalla says, "It's because of you I came to know about this matter. I served these dancers only because of you." Jalla asks, why are you tense?" She says, "Because of Sujamal." She says, "I can't believe that he attacked you." Jalla says, "So much believe him. So much believe him." She says, "Yes, because he is my brother and I know him. He can do wars against Maga, but he can't attack you. He promised me that he will protect my husband and he can't break his promise." Jalla says, "You may be right, but in battlefield, man is not someone's brother. He just craves for win." He says, "If Maham sees me in battlefield, she will not recognize me because I will be in anger. I will be craving for win, shedding blood. Your brother is doing the same." He says, "He may be your brother, but this is the truth. He lives." Jodha is tense. Maham says, "I was thinking what game he played." She says, "Those bandits who were afraid of your eyes got freed and can now answer back to you. Then what will happen?" Jodha played a brilliant game. She says she is doing different things. She changed harem in 3 days, made place in Jared's heart and in citizens too. Rook says, "Jalla will be mine. I am going out with him on hunting. He will forget Jodha." In court, Adgar says Sujamal is in Agra. Maham says, "The question is that how did he enter Agra?" Came in Janshni. Adgar says, "Sorry." Jalla says, "He is in Agra and you have to find him." He agrees. Soldiers comes and says some kid is pleading to meet Jalla. Adgar says no. Jalla says, "Let him come." He comes. It's Babu and says, "I came to thank you." He gives him roses. Jalla asks why. He says, "My mom is back home." His mother comes and says, "Thanks. You made me meet my son." Jalla says, "It's my duty to serve you. If you want to thank, then say it to Jodha." She comes to her and says, "Because of you, I got my Babu back." Jodha says, "I am happy to see Babu's smiling face." Babu says, "We will go to our home." Jalla says, "You left your home. Where will you go?" Jalla asks Adgar to prepare for servants residents to accommodate them here in India. Bandit says, "You made me meet my son. I pray that you will get a son too soon." Jalla smiles, looks at Jodha. Nothingly, she is shy. He says, "She doesn't come easily." He thinks, when will she come here? I have to tell her everything. In harem, Rooks asks Jalla to wear some dress. Jalla asks, "Where are we going?" She says, "You promised me that you will go on hunting." Jodha wants to meet Jalla. She comes in and says, I heard that you are going out. Jalla says, I heard same. Jodha says, your life is in danger. You can't go out. Rook says, you stay out of this matter. Jalla is a soldier and we are taking soldiers with her. Jodha says, soldiers were there in junction 2. Rook says, attacker was your brother. Jodha says, he was just attacking for me. He was just attacker for me. Rook says, so you don't want Jalla to go out with me? Jodha says, nothing like that. Rook says, he will go with me. She asks Jalla. He looks at Jodha. And this is where we end the episode. So this is what is going to happen on Jodha Akbar coming Monday. So like I said, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, then it means you are missing out a lot. Try and subscribe so that our new episode spoilers that will be uploaded, you'll be the first person to watch it. Thank you. See you again. Bye bye.